If you wave your hands really hard, the breeze will pick up and it will cool down in the grandstands. One time by for the wave lap, and in just a couple of laps we will see green flag racing action for 125 laps at Shady Bowl. First time here at Shady Bowl in a number of years. And of course these drivers using the newly paved track surface in 2012. Kenny Tweedy, the third fast qualifier on the pole, making his 200th career start today with the 18 of Billy Leslie on the outside lane, the son of longtime veteran racer Tracy Leslie, who had a lot of success in his career. 61 of Johnny Van Dorn starting third. Van Dorn looking for the win today and to leave here with a points lead, as Brian Campbell, who's won a couple of events on the season, not here this afternoon. One more lap until green. Chief started today. Robert Tower with a curled up green in the air. One to go, and to green we go.
Coming to green here.
Well, Sam Pierce Chevrolet CRA pace truck drops to the infield. Tweedy and Leslie pick up the pace. We go to 3. We head to 4. Green flag is out at Shady Bowl Speedway for the Bull 125. Down into 1 and 2. It's Kenny Tweedy taking the lead. The driver's extra cautious, going out of 2 and down the back stretch, and a spin at the back of the field. Spin at the back of the field. The 38 has spun and will bring out the caution. Mike Kennedy. Mike Kennedy in the 38 car brings out the yellow. Tweedy and Leslie again picking up the pace as they head to corner 3 at Shady Bowl. They go to 4, looks good up front, coming off the final turn to the green. Here we go, Tweedy the advantage and the number 2. Leslie drops into second. Battle for third has Van Dorn sliding up. Leslie underneath Kenny Tweedy for the lead. Leslie and Tweedy for the lead into turn 3. Billy Leslie on the bottom from Michigan. Up the banking, 8 tires better than 4. Leslie the leader in turns 1 and 2. Leslie off of the second corner, a half car length advantage. 3rd and 4 slipping back. Deach also drops off the pace. Deach falls behind the 21 of Jones. And Tweedy grabs a hold of the steering wheel, puts it left and right, keeps his car in the right direction. Tweedy, good run off of 2 as he closes on the rear bumper of Leslie. Kyle Jones ready to make his run. A lot of experience for Kyle Jones here. Jason Deach is off the pace. It's the 76 of Nate Caruth to the low side. Caruth inside of Deach. Here comes Braden and a host of others ready to pass the Widow Wax, number 7. Jason Deach, the Edgerton driver, is out to lunch right now, and it's a couple of hours after lunchtime. Your leader, Kenny Tweedy, in the number 2, I believe. So yellow out for the number 7 of Jason Deach. So caution for the 7 of Deach. Deach was in line for a lucky dog. However, he was the car that brought out the caution, so he will not receive the lucky dog award. He'll be 1 lap down when this race resumes. For the mishap down in turns 1 and 2. The 38 car of Mike Kennedy has spun again. Mike Kennedy at the back of the pack has had problems on 2 out of our 3 starts. And yellow. Yellow for the 110 of Parker. So caution for the 110 of Chris Parker. And he's unable to do it. Caston's going to get to the inside, down in turns 3 and 4. And trouble for Bowen, trouble for Carter, trouble for the 38 of Kennedy. Jay Newick also with some problems with the nose piece on his 84 car. So Jeep Plume will bring out the yellow. Caution flag out for the number 1 of Jeep Plume. 24 laps in. And Kenny Tweedy looks strong early. Green coming off of turn number 4. Kenny Tweedy into the advantage down in 1 and 2. We watch him race back in the field. Oh, Alsip slips back a little bit. Here comes the 51 of Caston for second. Becca Caston, Kenzie Rustin. They're on the inside lane, and a chance for them to make a couple of moves to get up into the top 3 positions. Rustin comes along to the inside. Robinson caught in the high lane behind Alsip, and Steve Dorr makes a move for the top 5. Caruth gets to the inside and picks up a spot on the 28 of Alsip. Caruth into the top 10 and dropping back the 28 of Alsip. So now Braden's probably unhappy. And at the front, we've got Becca Caston. Oh, and Caston and Tweedy get together. Contact between Becca Caston and Kenny Tweedy. Oh, the lead 2 cars. Tweedy gets some help from the 51 of Caston at the front of the field. He's going to be unhappy with this one as he'll pull back out onto the track in turn number 4, his 200th start, and he comes up in front of Becca and says, little early to be doing that. As they go down the front stretch, Caston applying the bumper to Kenny Tweedy. And 21 of Kyle Jones, they've got their problem fixed maybe. He's going to come back out on the track many laps down, but he comes back onto the raceway as we come to green this time. It's going to be Rustin. Rustin the leader with Robinson on the outside, and we're underway. Looking low, Scott Hansen, the 72. Hance for the second spot. Some shuffling back there for 7th as Jason Deach holds on to the position. Nate Caruth third tracking it down the front stretch. Caruth must have a tire down. No, something in the rear end braking on Caruth's car. Look at the rear end of the car. Needs to roll her down, does Caruth. He's got a broken rear end. And we've got him 2 and almost 3 wide, coming off of turn number 4 that time. As the field, oh, and there goes Robinson coming to a stop. Gets up into the wall. Robinson with a flat right front tire. Robinson slaps it off the wall, keeps on moving, and now Deach goes around in the 7. Deach in the 7 car spins. Bowen in the 29. A little more damage to his car. And caution is out. Oh, it's been a wild one today. This one, Jason Deach has a spin. Now Tweedy goes to the outside lane to make a move on the 110 of Parker, and that would put Tweedy up to 6. There's contact between Parker and Tweedy. Tweedy making his 200th start today and was moving back up into 6th. Then he and Parker in the 110 get together. So the 2 of Tweedy and the 110 of Parker will both go to the tail, and Tweedy's got to make a bunch of passes again. Row 1, Rustin and Hance. Row 2, Van Dorn and Fisher. Here we go to the green, 59 laps into the books, and a good restart we have as we go down the front stretch into turn 1. Hance trying to make his way around Rustin for the lead. Good restart, gets the advantage. Does he close the door? Not quite yet. Rustin keeping a nose inside. Coming off of 4, contact, and Hance will keep it. Oh, Rustin nearly spins the 72 of Hance around, but Hance keeps on going. And the new leader, 60 laps into the race after starting 19th, is Scott Hance. Off the pace, the 51 car. Look out, turn 2. Oh, trouble. '51 of Becca Caston. She had something going wrong with her car, was sideways in 1 and 2. She was slowing and moving to the outside lane. I think she was going to let some cars by on the inside, and Caston then looped it sideways. Tweedy nowhere to go in the number 2, gets caught up in it. Scott Hance, Kenzie Rustin, Johnny Van Dorn, Travis Braden, and the 81 of Fisher. Top 5 for the restart. We are back underway. For the third position, the 61 of Van Dorn and the 01 of Braden. Van Dorn, two-time series champion. Braden, a rookie on the circuit this year. Fisher goes to the inside groove. Fisher to the inside, 70 laps in. And they're at the front of the pack. For Hans, it was a tough qualifying effort, but he came from 19th. 100 laps have been completed, 101 complete at the line. And trouble, there goes the 28 car of Allsip and the 7 of Deech. Allsip going down. Another lap here recently, the lead lap car is going around him. Into the pits goes the 21 of Jones. Hans
72, let's go 72.
and the 61 of Van Dorn coming to turn number 3. They pick up the pace in 3 and 4, and green is out. Van Dorn just not getting up to speed in the 61 car. That shuffles him back a little bit. Van Dorn just couldn't quite get up to speed, and here comes the 39 of Rustin to the inside. Into turn number 3, Rustin is there, looking for her second career ARCA CRA Super Series victory. Her first came last year in Indianapolis at Lucas Oil Raceway, where she claimed to win. She gives up a couple of car lengths on this lap, though, to Scott Hans. Down to the final stages. Two laps to go at the line this time. 2 laps to go at the line this time as you hear the 10 of Dorr sputter by. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Hans a comfortable lead, slowed somewhat by the 10 of Dorr. Final circuit, white flag in the air for the 72 of Scott Hans. Hans into turn 3. Will race to turn 4. He started 19th. He picks up the win. Scott Hans, victory 29. Second place, Rustin. Third, Van Dorn. Fourth place to Jack, and fifth to Terry Fisher Jr.